What's up, True? It's Squirrely here. Thought I'd give you guys a little preview of what's coming out next month. But first, let's play you guys a little bit of music. It's beautiful. Alright, enough of that now. We can get to what you guys really want to know about, which is, of course, the gaming. The way this is going to work is I'm going to play a little bit of the trailers. Some will be gameplay, some will be the release trailers, some will just be, hey, I thought this was pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start out with the darkness. So here's the trailer, and after that I'll tell you a little more.
It's got a whole lot darker. You might think that inheriting superpowers would be pretty cool for Jackie, you know, being in the business of killing people and all. And if not for the demon living inside of him, you'd be right. See, the darkness didn't just make Jackie stronger, it made him a god. But only when lights were out. Next thing you know, the mob turns on Jackie, marks him for death, just like that. It was the New York City mob versus Jackie. And the darkness.
As you guys probably noticed, this is The Darkness 2. It's a sequel to the original Darkness, which came out in 2007, so this has been a game like 5 years in the making, because The Darkness was a really cool game back in the day. And if you've never played it, go to your GameStop. You can probably pick it up for like 10 bucks, probably less if you don't go to GameStop. But it's been about 2 years since Jackie, who is now the Don of the crime family in the game, and he used the darkness to kill men responsible for his girlfriend's murder. Spoiler alert, in The Darkness, the mafia kills Jackie's girlfriend. He's been unable to get rid of this. You go through that in The Darkness originally, and then suddenly the Darkness decides, screw this, you're being a pansy, you don't want to deal with this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and try to escape. And then a sudden unprovoked attack on Jackie's life starts a full-scale mob war. Yeah, probably not a good idea to piss off the guy that's got a demon living inside of him. But the botched attempt opens the door for the darkness, who comes back out again since Jackie's kind of been able to push it down, but now it's returned again. Game will release on February 7th. Definitely should check it out. Alright, and continuing now, we're going to go into a trailer for the new game coming out called The Syndicate. I think this might be a pretty cool game, so I'm going to let the trailer speak for itself, and then afterwards I'll tell you a little more about it.
Mission clock on.
The market is at a critical juncture and war is brewing between the corporations.
Breach is shipped. Breaching successful. Activating suicide.
They try to kill me, I'll blow the chip.
Initializing surgical subroutines. Extraction complete. Unscheduled reboot in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now jump.
Alright, for those that are wondering, The Syndicate is actually a reboot of a game by the same title back in 1996. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you about the plot, which is the year is 2069, and the world is no longer governed by politicians. The world's been divided up and is now controlled by mega corporations known as syndicates. These syndicates have revolutionized how the consumer interacts with the digital world. Since the consumer requires a device to access the world's data and control technology, they can do this in the blink of an eye via a neural chip implant. Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy at all. Civilians flock to be chipped and enjoy all their selected syndicate has to offer: housing, medical, banking, insurance, education, entertainment, and jobs, all in one little chip. One complete lifestyle. In return, the syndicates gain unprecedented insights and control over the individual and their behavior. So since there was no government to step in, the syndicates can now pretty much control whatever you want to do, and basically they just fight amongst themselves. The syndicates will stop at nothing in order to take over everything. They don't want their little share of the market, they want the entire market. At the front line of this war are the agents, which are basically like the super soldiers, the bioengineered and chip-augmented enforcers for each corporation. They can breach anything in the wired database, including their enemies, their weapons, and the environment that surrounds them, making them basically not only BA, but also completely deadly technological machines. You start and you take on the role of Miles Kilo, which is Eurocorp's latest prototype agent, and that's pretty much where you start the game, trying to basically screw up anything that makes you want to screw it up. Syndicate's released in North America on February 21st, and for our people over in Europe, you guys don't get it until the 24th.
Stop! You're not human.
It's not an easy thing to live in the darkness.
You so-called ninja are ghosts of a forgotten age.
Think! How many lives has that hand taken? Hundreds? Thousands? The blood of those you have cut down infused your sword, together with their vengeful hatred. Now, it's in your arm! The only real question is, who will die first? You or the world?
As you guys guessed, or if you could read, you probably figured out that was Ninja Gaiden 3. Ninja Gaiden 3 will again feature Ryu Hayabusa as the main character. In another trailer, it's revealed a little bit about the plot, even though it's still not telling you a whole lot about it. Basically, the plot seems to be that Ryu gets a request from the Japanese Self-Defense Force, the Ministry of External Affairs. He's sent to London where he fights unidentified terrorists. So for all of our London counterparts, you see a hooded ninja, don't mess with him. Afterwards, he faces a mysterious hooded opponent who kills the Prime Minister. Probably not a good idea to do, to kill the Prime Minister of England. Anywho. After the fight, the mysterious opponent tells Ryu to open his eyes, and the Dragon Sword, which is Ryu's BA sword that he carries throughout the first two games, is absorbed into his right arm. Guessing that can't feel good, but probably does create a little more BA-ness for him. Ryu escapes the missile firing and is picked up by the defense forces. In the end cutscene of this other trailer, the mysterious hooded opponent appears on the news forecasting that every country in the world must agree to its surrender in 7 days or the result is immediate destruction. Not a good day for everybody in the entire world apparently. Here's hoping that Ryu comes through for us. Ninja Gaiden 3 will be released in North America on March 20th, and our European counterparts again don't get it until 3 days later on March 23rd. The next game, I'm just going to let it end with this because I think it's just a great way to end the video. It's the Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. In case you've never played Fallout, it's an awesome game, and with this you get all of the DLC that's included. And I would have to say pretty much most of them were really awesome additions and added anywhere between 4 to even one of them was like 12 hours of extra gameplay on a game that already takes you something like 40 to 80 hours to complete. So that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now and let this last game just go ahead and carry us over to the end. So stay true, guys.
Where the big horrors roam, where the mole rats and the and my skin is not glowing all day. Home, home on the wastes, where the master's great armies once played, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and my rags are not rising all day. Home, home on the waste, where the mole rats and the fire geckos play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and my skin is not glowing all day.
War. War never changes.